Welcome to another Jono MUFM video. Football Manager Saves. This is episode 2 of the Newcastle save. And the reason why I'm starting on this screen is because I don't want to show you the Newcastle Liverpool game, which was the one after this, which is the game I want to show on this episode. But I kind of made a mistake by playing ahead and didn't realize that when you pull up a Football Manager replay, there's no way for you to get rid of the score. So even though you ask to view the entire game, it will have the final score sitting in the corner, even though the clock is ticking up as if it's just the game being played. So anyway, I'll get to the Newcastle Liverpool game soon, but just thought I'd show you the next game after the Southampton 5-1 was actually a battering at Elland Road at the hands of Leeds United, where we just weren't good enough. We tackled poorly, if you can see that. It was only winning 69% of our tackles, 79% to Leeds, and it just didn't help from the fact that we got the own goal from Jamel Lascelles, who had an absolutely shocking game and just didn't deserve anything from it. Like, if you look at the statistics, Leeds just shot more, and even though the XG of the two teams was similar, that just pressure, from the first, 37 after 37 minutes after conceding an own goal just made it worse. And I actually fined Lascelles for that performance because it was so poor. And he's the captain; he should be doing better. And he actually responded to it pretty well, which was good. But anyway, enough of the Leeds game. On to the next one, which was the Liverpool Newcastle game at Elland Road at St James's Park, and it was a really good game. So I thought I would show it. I'll just let it play out. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the game. So there you go. That was the game. Newcastle ended up scraping through 4-3. Pretty good result. The Newcastle faithful would have been very happy with that. It was quite if you look at the stats, it wasn't quite as dominant for Newcastle as the scoreline suggests. They were just more clinical in front of goal. Liverpool absolutely battered the down on the goal and just missed quite a few shots as well. But the defense did a really good job of like keeping them out of that sort of uh, out of the box for the most part. A lot of the shots came from outside. There was a few, very lucky shots that were missed, but overall the team performed quite well. And winning 62% of your headers is always a good one compared to Liverpool's 36%. So it was a good game, and I wasn't expecting to beat Liverpool. And as you'll see by the next match, there's still a long way to go because you know after winning that game, it then just became a bit harder. Um, so go back. We'll take a look at the schedule now, and as you can see, it's been a bit hit and miss. So after the Southampton game, lost 3-0 to Leeds, had that wonderful win against Liverpool at home, then got absolutely hammered at Old Trafford 5-0. Just not a good game. Had a player sent off in the 76th minute, but the damage was they had already scored 4 goals by then, so that's not the reason why we got battered. Had a nice 2-0 win at home against Arsenal. Nothing to write home about. It really just was quite a standard win. But it was the next 3 games that were really frustrating because they were all winnable games. Watford, Wolves, Burnley. And the Wolves game in particular just had an absolute shocking goal in it that we were 3-0 up, and just you have to see it for yourself to understand the frustration and just the really just gonna pull it up now. So I'll show all the goals. Just slow that down a bit. It's a bit too fast. So things are going well. Morelos scores. Sat Maximan down the left wing. Oh, beautiful goal by Morelos again. 2-0 up. Here we go. Number 3. Nice own goal. This one. Ah, just what are you doing, Darlow? What are you doing? Ah, goodness gracious me. Just go back and look at that one again. I'll slow it down. This is the kind of goal that hurts your soul. Just not what you want to see. Anyway, that was that game. That silly goal let Wolves back into it. We were 3-0 up. I mean, just and that goal came in the 78th minute as well. 3-0 up, 78th minute, 3-all draw. Very, very frustrating. Then Burnley as well. That one was a bit harder because we conceded very early and Callum Wilson was the hero, at the end that sort of brought the points back to us. But, it's a home game. Should have won it. Next home game against Aston Villa. Lost 1-0. So it has been a bit frustrating. We've had some good wins. Arsenal and Liverpool are definitely like sculpts that you want, but if you're going to wanting to be going for European places and a top half finish, you've got to be taking more than just points off Watford and Burnley. But the team's doing a bit better. Like they are getting together a bit better. So take a look at the side. We're still playing this sort of starting lineup. Then they're still sort of gelling together. There's not really much more to say on that part. Because of the fact that there's no European football, it is easier to play the squad. And I did rotate the squad heavily during when we had the Carabao Cup. So the team, for the most part's fitness is doing really well. We'll go over to the medical centre quickly and take a look. As you can see, there's only 2 injuries. However, Jeff Hendrick, who was the man of the match in the Liverpool game, sadly has a torn calf muscle and he's out for 5 weeks to 2 months. Can't wait for Martin Dubravka to come back. Obviously, he was injured at the beginning of the season, so we've had Darlow playing, and after that absolute howler against Wolves, Dubravka could not get fit enough sooner. But overall, the team is doing really well when it comes to injuries. I've actually been a bit surprised. I was expecting just players to start dropping like flies, but everyone's doing all right. Just go to transfers quickly. Sold Emil Kraft. He'll go through in the January transfer window to Spain, to Leganes. Just wasn't playing. Got unhappy. I'm happy with my rotation options there already anyway. Um, I don't want to play anyone else other than Yavi Menkilo, and I have Nathaniel Klein, and that's enough cover in that spot. And I've got January to fix it anyway. He only leaves then. But yeah, overall things going well. Go take a look at the league standings. We were up in the top six sort of area before we started drawing all those games. But we're in ninth position at the moment. It's not a bad place to be. Can't believe Arsenal's on top. Huh, what a laugh that is. But you know, we're doing good. We're good 10 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment. I don't expect after the results that I have had so far that that's going to even be something we're going to have to really contend with. But as you can see, the frustration with this Newcastle team at the moment is that we've dropped points to Aston Villa, Leeds, Wolves, Burnley, and Watford, and these are all teams that are beneath us. And so I've got to really work on that consistency, and hopefully the team can be a bit better in that regard. Just take a quick look at some of the stats in the league. Anthony Martial, 16 goals? What? Wow. I guess he heard the news that Ronaldo's coming. That is ridiculous, that. I can't believe he's gone and scored that many goals. Wow. Okay. Wish he would do that for us in real life, but what can you do? Jamie Vardy, 11, and then, the people's hero, Callum Wilson, 11 goals. He's doing well, 11 goals in 12 games. I had a sneaky thought before that he might go and get the golden boot, but Martial, I don't know what's happened there. But wow. Okay. And, Jamel Lewis, he's got, 4.6 tackles per 90. It's a good stat to have. He's been quite solid, Jamel Lewis, actually. He's been very solid at left back. He's having a pretty decent partnership with Saint Maximin on that left-hand side. And as you can see, he's in the top 5 for dribbles per 90 minutes. But anyway, that's how it's looking so far in the league side. I'll go back to the schedule because just so everyone can see what's coming up ahead of us. We got a few very winnable games, but even now, like, the bookies don't even trust us to beat Brentford away from home. So, I'm hoping that that'll be a win. Crystal Palace, hope that's a win. Chelsea, well, that will be probably a battering. But there is a lot of winnable games up ahead. Only Chelsea and Manchester City. I might get up to that West Ham Manchester City side for the next episode. And hopefully you guys all enjoyed. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps. Leave a comment if there's anything else you'd like to see in the video. If you've got any questions, if I've missed anything out, please let me know. And thanks. We'll see you around for the episode 3.